torment her, 'cause they don't like the clothes she wears, don't like the color of her hair.
What's going on, everybody? It's my Antoine here, back with a video. We're back with a video on the channel. In today's video, it's another random talk video as usual. And y'all already know, because me doing random talk videos, I tend to make random talk videos as usual to have a conversation or, better yet, just do all that. You already know. But anyways, today's random talk video, topic is obviously what just happened a couple of hours ago. If you guys had not been in the loop already, what happened? Hulk Hogan, aka the Hulkster, HULKMANIA, running wild, we want to call it, has sadly passed away today around July 24, 2025. Saying in Florida, saying obviously that's where his home's at. Around like 9 a.m. ish, he had a cardiac arrest. Had to get flown to the hospital, but he was pronounced dead. Unfortunately, he passed away today. And I figured when I talk about this and give my condolences to his family, his loved ones, and the friends that have all been affected by this, and all the Hulksters, the Hulkmania people who look up to him as when he was a kid, when they were kids, and they was watching wrestling at the time. Giving my condolences out to them as well. It's been a very tragic week because we have lost a lot of people. Well, we lost an icon of legends, not just Hulk Hogan. Ozzy Osborne passed away yesterday, I believe. And then, of course, Malcolm Warner, who was the Bill Cosby's son from the show, Bill Cosby's The Show. He passed away in Costa Rica due to drowning. And then just a couple months ago, we lost Sabu, who was one of my favorite ECW wrestlers of all time. He passed away. We lost a lot of like four iconic people in this world, and it goes to show that not many people are made to live forever. That's why I always tell you guys to I always tell myself this, not you guys, but I always tell myself this, and I'm telling you guys is that hug your loved one, kiss your loved one, spend time with your loved ones, the people that are around you almost every single day, because you might never know, they might be gone the next day or whatever. We all get one life in this whole entire thing, and we're all we're going up to the upper room, at the end of the day, it's unfortunate, that this happened, today with Hulk Hogan. He passed away. I think he was 71 years old. He was around the 70s. He was 71 years old. He was able to live that long, larger than life, I think he said that one time. I can't remember. But nonetheless, though, wherever how you want to feel about Hulk Hogan, if he's a good person or a bad person, it doesn't matter. He has catastrophically, helped shape the form of, wrestling. Around the world during the time around the 80s and all type of stuff. He has changed everything when it came to WWE. Without Hulk Hogan, there would be no WWE. There would be no any of your favorite wrestlers to this day. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, I would not be a fan of John Cena like right now, because John Cena literally, came around the Ruthless Aggression era, and obviously Hulk Hogan came around the Hulkamania era during the time where wrestling was like around all across every single territories, and people were trying to compete to become that number one wrestling territory. And Vince McMahon, who took control of it under his father, Vince McMahon Sr., Vince Kenny McMahon Sr., and he just took over territory, started buying them left and right, and then he brought Hulk Hogan to be this big centerpiece around the world, and it worked out successfully. WWE became the biggest selling territory in the world. He sold out Madison Square Garden on multiple occasions. He was kicking ass left and right. He had a great feud with him versus the Iron Sheik that happened, where he eventually won the WWE World Championship. I think WWE Championship or WWF Championship, whatever. That was like the infamous match where I first started to notice about Hulk Hogan, because there was a DVD. I remember. It was Iron Sheik versus Hulk Hogan, Madison Square Garden. And Hulk Hogan won and beat Iron Sheik, who was at that time. Iron Sheik was like the most like heelish person in wrestling today. Shout out to Iron Sheik, RP. Gave him Hulk Hogan the championship, and then his career started to catastrophic, started to go up in so many ways. Along with that, he has so many memorable matches. Saying may have been a lot of WrestleManias. I think eight out of the 9 WrestleManias he had main evented. Saying. WWE's, money wise, view wise, everything has been going uphill, all because of one man that was Hulk Hogan. He has done a tremendous job as a wrestler, and he has couch-propped what WWE is today. Without Hulk Hogan, there's no WWE, in my opinion, and he was just as important as Vince McMahon as Vince McMahon was just as important as Hulk Hogan. He has, obviously he done a tremendous job over the years of when he was around wrestling wise. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was injured through multiple times through backs and necks and basically his whole entire body throughout the 80s, because I'm pretty sure he was just working constantly almost every single time. You know what I'm saying? It's and it's sad to see that he has officially passed away. So fortunate, like I said, I send my condolences to his friends and family and the people who are affected by this. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? We all live once, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, kiss your loved ones, hug your loved ones, because you might never know their days might be gone. We all get to live this world once, so live your life through it, through greatness and sincere, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one life you get. After that, you're up to the upper room, and it's what it is. When I'm about upper room, I mean heaven, you know what I'm saying? But unless you do some good deeds here. But it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? The last time I made a video like this about a person passing was Kobe Bryant. That was my first ever, random talk video I did, because when Kobe Bryant passed away, it was very, very, very tragic. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't think about it, couldn't eat or sleep or even think about this whole thing. Same thing with Hulk Hogan. He passed away. I was like, damn, he was an icon. You know what I'm saying? He was really, really good when it came to being a wrestler. And now he's gone. And it's just very sad, you know what I'm saying? And I have to make this video talk about it even more, because it's not about me getting clicks to views, because I know some motherfuckers, dumbass, is going to sit there say that shit. It's not about me getting clicks to views or whatever. It's about me paying my respect to the man who literally, till this day, without him, there would be no WWE, there wouldn't be no wrestling, in my opinion. He did a tremendous job, you know what I'm saying, through all the moments and everything and all that. I'll explain my favorite moment of Hulk Hogan later on, give my little story of how I knew about Hulk Hogan, whatever. But he really did some work, some God-given work, you know what I'm saying, and I, you know what I'm saying, he's resting, he's in heaven right now, and rest in peace. And like I said, I send my condolences to the friends and family and people who are affected by this. And yeah, man, he was really a awesome ass wrestler. Right, if you liked his wrestling thing, or you know what I'm saying, or not, he did bring a lot of stuff back to the business. He did pioneer what WWE is today, literally, just like Jerry West from the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Jerry West, he only won one championship, but he pioneered what NBA was really all about. That's why they got that logo on him too, because how much he was important to what NBA is today. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan, same thing. He was a pioneer to the where WWE needs him the most. He took his time, his sacrifices, his blood, sweat, and tears to entertain. Your parents, who grew up as kids growing up and watching wrestling, your older siblings, your uncles and aunties and all that, you know what I'm saying? And us, as we grow older and understand more about Hulk Hogan, he still shaped the form to wrestling and WWE to this day too as well. So it's truly he was truly a gifted fucking athlete. You know what I'm saying? He worked his ass off. Gained muscles, worked out, say his prayers, get back to the people that he cared about, which is his Hulksters and HULKMANIA. Like I said, that the time when Hulk Hogan was wrestling, it was very important. Like he had to be that man to help WWE to be this number one wrestler promotion in the world, and he did. And it was Vince McMahon took it all over too as well. And he skyrocketed, and to this day, we still have WWE to this day. And honestly, I can't thank Hulk Hogan for that, and all this other type of stuff. Now, of course, I'm not gonna act like, he's a perfect human being here and there. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. We all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And we just better, if you ever you to admit to those mistakes and move on. You know what I'm saying? Whether people view you or like you or not, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Hulk Hogan has got to some controversies and some words that he said in the past and certain things that he has done that rubbed the people the wrong way, which I understand. And of course, the backstage politics with him not putting people over or putting certain, wrestlers over, whatever, than the other wrestlers, like he has something with it. I do understand why certain people do not like Hulk Hogan for those type of reasons, whatever. But I'm not gonna wish the death upon anybody, nor anyone in this certain matter, because this guy, Hulk Hogan, in the end of the day, he's a human being just like the rest of us. He's a grandfather, because what I'm saying, his I think his daughter just gave birth to twins, so he was a grandfather. What I'm saying, he's a grandfather. He was someone's grandfather. He was someone's else dad. What I'm saying, I'm not going to go over his little controversy, whatever, and all type of stuff. Whatever you wanted to say about him badly, whatever, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a sympathetic person, okay? I forgive people from time to time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to rule over his controversy, whatever. On this today's video, just me expressing my condolences and giving my respect to Hulk Hogan for everything he's done here and all this other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I will not tolerate no disrespect here to Hulk Hogan. He is gone. He's passed away. He just died. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect towards him will not be tolerated. I don't care if if you don't like him or you have something to say that's badly about him, fine. But take that somewhere else. Or better yet, don't say it at all and just take that, keep that to yourself, please. Because we're here to express our condolence to the man who literally is the main reason, in my opinion, that WWE is still living to this day. Still striving to this day. Still doing good to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has some controversy. He has some mistakes he has done. No one's perfect as a humans. You know what I'm saying? But what I would not do is take away everything he has done, in the ring. What he done in the ring was some incredible work, and everything he's done is just spectacular in the wrestling ring and all type of stuff. It was just amazing, and he was amazing. He was amazing, amazing wrestler. You know what I'm saying? From him going against Andre the Giant to him going against The Rock at that Toronto WrestleMania was one of my favorite Hulk Hogan moments ever, in my opinion. But he was a pioneer to this whole thing, and for that reason, I thank Hulk Hogan for everything else. Saying rest in peace and all that. Of course, the wrestlers, I think Sting, Kurt Angle, WWE already sent their condolences. TNA already did that too as well. That's 4 people, and there's all the 4. I think ESPN made some memorable memories of Hulk Hogan, type of stuff. I'll link those in the description, and then there's other YouTubers, YouTube channels that done it already in the most respectful manner too as well. So I'll link those in the description too as well. Because at this point, whether you love him or hate him, now it's not the time to go ahead and disrespect him or say what you want to say about him badly, whatever, because there's a lot of people on social media that have been celebrating his death, whatever, which is stupid. It's idiotic, and I really wish that these sites don't exist. Honestly, I really wish social media didn't exist in general, because these people literally say some type of shit, whatever, and just get away with it. It's just so stupid, and it's just shameful. They have no shame. But in this community, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. I don't do that around here. I don't wish upon my death on nobody, nor my enemies, nor even my worst haters, whatever. People that even dislike the fucking video, I don't care. I don't wish no death upon nobody, because I'm the type of person that condones and empathize people who are going through losses and who go through a lot of shit in life. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. And Hulk Hogan was a human. He was a father of 2. He was a grandfather. And he was someone's husband too at one point, and it's unfortunately that he is gone. And And a lot of people are sending their condolences and all type of stuff. I do appreciate that. I think we should send our condolences to as well to the Hogan's family and friends and everyone who's sad about this whole entire situation too as well. Literally, I literally was like, it was around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock when I found out about this. The TMZ reports this and say that Hulk Hogan passed away. Thought it was all a fake and ruse. And I thought wasn't true at first, but then there started to be more reports of Hulk Hogan and him passing away through the cardiac arrest and all that. It was very tragic, you know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where it's like, damn, man, he's gone. Another iconic person's gone in this world. And like I said, it wasn't just him that was gone. Hogan, like we had Ozzy Osborne who was gone yesterday, passed away. Malcolm Warner, and then of course a couple months ago Sabu was gone. So these four iconic people are gone, and go show you how life has its mysterious ways, and life is life. You know what I'm saying? You only get to live once, and you might as well enjoy your life while you can, while you're here. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And as another example, you know what I'm saying? You might never know your favorite hero could be gone today or tomorrow. It's best to enjoy your life where you can right now and every single day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the whole point about this whole thing and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad. You know what I'm saying? And it's even more sad that people are celebrating this shit, which is disgusting. And it's a bitch move. It's a pussy move, in my opinion. But we're not here to celebrate the death of someone. We're here to sympathize and send our thoughts and prayers to someone's family that passed away, the person that passed away, which is Hulk Hogan. And that's what we're going to do. Send our thoughts, our condolences, our prayers to the family, and we'll keep it going from there. You know what I'm saying? I am expecting SmackDown and Raw. I think tomorrow SmackDown will be coming on. They're going to do a tribute video to Hulk Hogan. Raw might do it too as well. I don't know if TNA is going to do it because he did have an extinct to TNA. He was in TNA at one point. Right? If you want to believe that he ruined TNA, whatever, and all this type of stuff, let's not take that. Let's not take that for granted. Let's move that to the side. He was part of TNA, so regardless, I don't know if they're going to do a tribute. I don't know who else is going to do that, but regardless. They're gonna be tributes going around with Hulk Hogan and all type of stuff. There's already is, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'll link the tributes and everything else down below in the description. Whoever's doing the tributes to the YouTube channels and also through the videos that ESPN put up, so y'all could go, do go to watch Hulk Hogan's and his tributes and all type of stuff and type rest in peace Hulk Hogan and all that in the comment section. Honestly, where do I begin for this one? Hulk Hogan. How should I say this? Wasn't perfect. He wasn't perfect human being. He makes a mistake here and there like the rest of us human beings. He was a good wrestler. My mom, my dad, my whole entire family, my aunties, my uncles, they all grew up during the time when Hulk Hogan was around, Hulkamania, running wild era and all type of stuff. I grew up around the ruthless aggression with Kurt Angle, John Cena, Eddie Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And Big Show too, of course. I grew up around those times at ruthless aggression till right now. I didn't know anything about Attitude Era nor the New Generation Era with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart and Razor Ramon and The Undertaker with it too as well. I had no idea about those, and of course the Hulkamania area, Hulkamania, era too as well. I had no idea about Hulkamania era, the New Generation era, nor the Attitude Era till later on as I grew up, like I grew up, as later on. I started looking at CDs and understanding oh, this is the Attitude Era. This is the Hulkamania era. This is the Attitude Era. You know what I'm saying? The New Generation Era. You know what I'm saying? I started to wonder what is these eras are? What do they mean? So I started to do research. I started watching DVDs of these new eras, like the Attitude Era, like the New Generation Era, and of course the Hulkamania era. I started wondering, damn, these eras are pretty good. Y'all were really, really going around. You know what I'm saying? And then I started looking into the Hulkamania era. I started saying, what's the Hulkamania era? I was like, oh, this is when Hulkamania started to dominate the wrestling scene around the early 1980s. and where he won the WWE Championship for Iron Sheik, and then he started to popularize, the wrestling community, and the wrestling scene, became the most popular wrestler at the time. He even introduced pop culture and all type of stuff when he had Mr. T and him main eventing WrestleMania, all this other type of stuff, which is cool. And he was in a Rocky movie too as well, which that was very interesting. I think this was during the time when he was literally popularizing, you know what I'm saying, before Rocky Balboa became popular and all type of stuff. While Rocky Balboa became so popular, he was being popular too as well. So I was like, damn, so he was really that popular, huh? So I started to learn understanding about Hulk Hogan and him being so popular back then when he was around in the 1980s. And I was like saying, damn, he really was be important. And he really was. He was really like Vince's main guy, you know what I'm saying? And for him to be that important, and for him to, you know, escalate, saying, basically, help out WWE as much as he can before he eventually left for WCW. It's go to show you how important he was for Hulk Hogan, or how Hulk Hogan was important for Vince McMahon, because how much he, how much he really was when it comes to wrestling and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? The backstage and all that's another whole thing, so let's not get to it. Of course, WCW. I mean, he went to WCW, I think, around the early 1990s. He went to WCW because WWE, he had a falling out with Vince and all that, right? He go to WCW, right? This dude go in WCW, and he does probably the greatest heel turn in probably wrestling history when he teamed up with Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, rest in peace, Kevin Nash. And he did probably the greatest heel turn, one of the greatest heel turns, probably the greatest heel turn of all time to some people. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's John Cena when he turned heel, but I'm a biased John Cena fan. But Hulk Hogan, when he turned heel, this was the first time he did it. He shocked the whole world. WWE did not want to turn him heel. Vince did not want to turn him heel because he was his main guy. But then when WCW came in, WCW's main guy was Hulk Hogan still, but he wanted to switch up a little bit, and then he turned heel, and then NWO became a thing, and that's how I became a fan of NWO, because the Hulk Hogan turned heel stuff, it was just crazy. It was insane. I was like, what? Back then, and you know what's crazy about this, man? When they turned heel, they became like instantly like booked all over the place, left and right in WCW, and then this whole Monday Night War started to happen too. Like it's already crazy enough, right? Then, I'll never forget that time in WCW when he went on the rivalry against Sting. You remember Sting? Sting sent out his condolences to the Hulk Hogan earlier today. Appreciate you, Sting. Shout out to Sting. Icon, you know what I'm saying? He went up against Hulk Hogan. This is the fun fact about this. If you guys don't know, I had no idea about Sting in his early days in WCW. All I know is that when he was that black and white, face mask dude, or paint mask dude, that's how the first time I knew about Sting. I didn't know Sting when he was this colorful superhero scorpion, Sting. He was this black and white Sting. That's how I knew. That's how I knew about Sting at first at one point, and he was going against Hulk Hogan, and I was like, oh my god, you have basically Hollywood Hulk Hogan and his maniacs going against the icon Sting and his black and whites and his skull and his Raven suit. Like, it's crazy. And the build up between these two was great. And then we know the match, and it was terrible. But the build up was great though. But you know what I'm saying? And that's how I knew about Sting at first. I had no idea about Sting until he went up against Hulk Hogan, which is crazy to think about. I was doing this research on Sting, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and it turns out he was there during the beginning of the days of WCW, but I really did not, like, really became a fan of Sting was when he went against Hulk Hogan, which was crazy. That feud was great, too, for WCW purposes. Just the execution wasn't great, though. And then fast forward, WCW gets shut down. He goes back to WWE, right? NWO, he go against freaking The Rock in Toronto. I think it was in Toronto WrestleMania. It was electric. This was the first time I ever seen a wrestling where you have a heel turn face during a wrestling match. I remember the time when it was The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. The Hulk Hogan was heel. The Rock was face. The crowd chanted Hulk Hogan more than The Rock. This is the first time we ever seen I ever seen a match where a heel is a face and a face is a heel. Everybody want Hulk to win. He was hulking up. He was putting on an amazing legendary match against The Rock. Even though I personally wanted The Rock to win, and The Rock did eventually won, but it goes to show you that how important he was to WWE and how good he was, you know what I'm saying, and how popular he was, you know what I'm saying, despite all this. And then eventually he won the WWE Championship from Triple H, and then he lost it and then rode to the sunset and called it there. He has some amazing moments and all type of stuff, which is crazy, man, and it was awesome, man, to see those amazing moments when Hulk Hogan was here. Before I was born and even after I was born, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant, iconic. That's like one of the most iconic ways to change the whole trajectory into a match. It was awesome. That's one, and then you got of course the second one. Like that's the one thing I'll never forget about that. He slammed Andre because Andre was undefeated. He never got pinned before, and then Hulk Hogan beat him, and it was great. He picked him up, slammed him, and then he won, and he still retained that WWE Championship. And then, of course, Hulk Hogan versus The Rock was great too as well. And then he went to WCW, turned heel, and then the fourth thing I'll never forget, like he really changed the whole trajectory to professional wrestling during the time when Vince literally was became the CEO of the company of WWE, and he tried to take over as much territory as he can, and Hulk Hogan, let them there, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. So those were some of my memories, some of the things how I kind of got to wrestling. Well, I got to understand the whole back in the day era of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because I had no idea about Attitude Era, nor the new generation era, nor the Hulkmania running Raw era. I had no idea about those things until my parents, my family, my siblings told me about these things, and they gave me DVDs about the whole entire Hulkmania era, new generation era, and then the Attitude Era. That's how I kind of knew about these things, looking back at tapes and YouTube videos and all that. And I'm grateful to look back at these era, specifically the Hulkmania era, because I believe that's the era that started everything and changed everything, not just in WWE, but in professional wrestling. And the fact that Hulk Hogan let them there, it's pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have so many memories. I could go on for hours and hours talking about Hulk Hogan. But right now, let's just appreciate him, for everything he's done. You know what I'm saying? Scratch all the controversy if you want to. That's fine. But we're here to pay our respect to Hulk Hogan, who passed away. And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to say, man. I mean, like I said, Andre the Giant slamming was one of my memories. I'll never forget about Hulk Hogan. Him going against The Rock was pretty good. Then we have the heel turn in WCW. And, of course, him changing the whole trajectory in professional wrestling. Those are my four things I'll never forget about Hulk Hogan. And although he wasn't a perfect human being, but he was a fucking icon, and he was a goddamn man on a mission to change, wrestling in general and all type of stuff. And he did a fine job, and I'm grateful for it while he was here. And rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. It's tragic that he's gone, but I guess Hulkamania will live forever. You know what I'm saying? Hulkamania will live forever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't got nothing to say. Thank y'all watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Obviously, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about Hulk Hogan passing away. Sucked that he's gone, but let his memories live on while he was here, and let Hulkman run wild forever. You know what I'm saying? And send my condolences once again to his family, his friends, and people affected by this. It's a very tragic day that Hulk Hogan passed away on the day today, and let's keep his memories going forward. So I guess eat your breakfast, say your prayers, I guess we used to say. I don't know what he said. But, yeah, guess that's pretty much it. Thank y'all watching. And, yeah, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania, Warren Wild forever. Thank you. for all you have done here. May you rest in peace. And as always, take care of him out. Peace.